I'm going to use Pythagoras' theorem to find the missing side on this right angle triangle. So the first thing I need to do is locate the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is the longest length on the right angle triangle, so I'm going to mark it with a H. Now this time I've already got the hypotenuse and I'm looking for one of the shorter sides. These two are shorter than the hypotenuse, so I'm looking for this shorter side. So this time, instead of squaring the two lengths and adding them, I'm going to square the two lengths and take them away and then do a square root. So x squared is going to be equal to 11 squared minus 8 squared. Now the reason why I need to do 11 squared minus 8 squared is I don't want to end up with a negative answer, because if I do 8 squared minus 11 squared, I'll get a negative and I want to avoid that. So I'm just going to do that. So 11 squared, take away 8 squared, equals 57. And then square rooting both sides. Square root 57 is 7.5 if I round that to one decimal. So if I draw a line after the 5, 4 doesn't do anything to the 5. So the shorter side length is 7.5 centimetres. Let's have a look at another one. And this time I want to round it to 2 decimal places. So locate the hypotenuse, it's here. And again, I'm looking for one of the shorter sides. So this is one of the shorter sides. And whenever I'm looking for a shorter side, I need to do a subtraction. So the longer length squared, take away the other length squared. So x squared is equal to 16 squared, take away 9 squared. I'm going to type that into my calculator. 16 squared, take away 9 squared is 175. And then square rooting both sides. I get 13.2287. So I'm going to round that to 2 decimal places. If I draw a line after the second 2, 8 pushes that second 2 up to a 3. So it's 13.23. Meters this time. So if the units are both meters, the answer is going to be meters. If the units were both millimeters, the final length would be in millimeters. And then finally I'm going to do one, but round this one to 3 significant figures. So x squared. This is the hypotenuse. We've got the hypotenuse already. We're looking for a shorter length, so we're going to do a subtraction. X squared is equal to 20.4 squared, take away 14.6 squared. So I'm going to type that straight into my calculator. 20.4 squared, take away 14.6 squared equals 203. So x squared is equal to 203. Square root my answer. So I'm going to round this one up to 3 significant figures. I'm just going to write it down here so you can see it a little bit more clearly. Right, so rounding to 3 significant figures, I need the first 3 numbers, the first 3 figures that are important. 4 doesn't do anything to the 2, so x is equal to 14.2 millimeters, and that's been rounded to 3 significant figures.